Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The post-tea session usually is a little livelier, more lively than the post-lunch session. And the subject we are discussing is of great relevance, and it's also an emerging area of concern as well as expectations. There have been references to this subject by earlier speakers in a different context. So we are very happy that we have eminent speakers from different countries with us. So we start with the chairman of the Kenyan Tea Board. Am I right? Is that the sequence? Oh, sorry. Okay, Mr. Krishna Rao, actually, I'm sorry, is the sequence is as follows that Mr. Krishna Rao, who is in KDHP, he will speak first. So I'd request him to take the dais.
I deem it a great pleasure and my privilege to have this opportunity to address you all this evening. I stand before you as a representative of the over 12,000 workforce of KDHP company who are located in Munnar, and they are all stakeholders in this company. My topic for the day is corporate social responsibility, the producer's dimension. I begin with a quote by Mr. Jamshedji and Tata, the founder of the Tata Group. In a free enterprise, the community is not just another stakeholder in business, but is in fact the very purpose of its existence. This visionary statement is as relevant and contemporaneous today as it was over 100 years ago. It is this underlying philosophy which has been the guiding light of all our activities. Corporate social responsibility has been an integral part of the business of KDHP and its predecessors since inception, a pioneer in community welfare even before the term corporate social responsibility was coined. The pioneering planters who cleared and planted various cash crops had to set up infrastructure facilities from scratch. Since the plantations were set up mostly in inhospitable terrain and remote hill locations which were not inhabited save for the local tribes, they had to import workforce from other locations. This brought with it associated tasks of housing the labor, arranging food drains, providing medical facilities, facilitating their entertainment by organizing coolie gymkhanas, and even catering to their spiritual needs by building places of worship. Over time, most of these activities were streamlined, and this became the basis for the legislations which were enacted in the early 20th century. Subsequently, the Plantation Labour Act was passed in 1951 by the Government of India, which contains rules which list all aspects of welfare measures made mandatory for plantation labour. The arrival of Tatas in 1976 strengthened the existing welfare operations in Munnar and added further impetus to the operations by introducing new welfare measures which went beyond the statutory requirements. The Kanandevan Hill Plantation Company succeeded Tata Tea on the 1st of April 2005. In a unique and first of its kind employee buyout scheme which was facilitated in 2005, over 97% of all the employees in the company participated in the equity of the company. And also to ensure full participation of the employees in the management of the company, a formalized participatory management structure encompassing all sections of employees in KDHP was put in place. Worker representatives were selected by a secret ballot and nominated to various committees which worked at three tiers. The first is the Division Advisory Committee, the division being the functional unit of an estate. And the next level is the Estate or the Factory Consultative Committee. A factory comprises of a group of divisions. And the top level was the Central Management Committee, which was at the company level. All these committees had representation from the entire spectrum of the hierarchy, starting from the workers through to the supervisory cadres, the staff, and the managerial staff. Besides this, the board of directors of the company also has representation from a worker category and the staff category. And transparency in the figures of the books of the company is ensured by giving vernacular translations of the entire annual report to all the workers, thereby ensuring accessibility to them.
Thank you, Rede. Thank you, Madam Chair Rede. And the chairman of the tea board of India, my good friend, Mr. Banerjee, Chairman UPASI, and the organizers of this great convention, I want at the very outset, on my own behalf and also on behalf of my colleague, Daniel Nyoreyu over there, the gentleman starting also from the tea board of Kenya, on behalf of all of us, to thank you for your invitation for us to attend this great conference, and also for the exceptional hospitality that has been extended to us. When we come here, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Banerjee, we are always touched by the hospitality you extend to us, and we are very grateful for that. I also want to appreciate the very brilliant presentations that have been made here. It has been a very unique learning experience for all of us, and we have benefited enormously from those presentations, and we thank the presenters for that. Now, coming on to the topic of my presentation is on the role of the International Tea Producers Forum, which we call the ITPF, towards a stable future of the global tea industry. And I want to break it into those parts, basically 4 parts, so that we can really cover the entire content for this subject. Now, we want to say at the very outset, and this has been very well indicated by the previous presenters, that the global tea industry is currently at the crossroads. On one hand, we are facing very formidable and frightening challenges, and this has been going on over the last 2 decades or more.
I'd like to thank the Tea Board of India, UPASI, and all the organisers for their kind invitation to me to address this prestigious event. I'm here representing Tradecraft. Tradecraft, for those of you who are not familiar, is a UK organisation with 2 parts. We're a trading company which buys a wide range of products, including tea, from over 30 developing countries around the world, and we sell them through a mix of channels in the UK, for example, through supermarkets, through mail order, and also online. Tradecraft Exchange is the sister NGO to Tradecraft PLC, and that works to support marginalised producer groups, help them improve the quality of their products, helps them with product design, and helps them with their organisation. In India, for example, we're working with small tea growers in 4 different states. I've been asked to speak today about private certification and labelling, and I think that a good place to start is with the key market trends. And here I'm going to speak particularly about the UK market. I won't spend too long on this because I think a lot of this has already been covered earlier today. An important trend that everyone is facing is obviously increasing pressure towards traceability, in part driven by ever more stringent food safety requirements in northern markets, for example HACCP, and changing MRL levels, and this is increasing the pressure at the producer level. In some markets, including in the UK, we're seeing a growing trend towards specialty teas, as well as competition in the tea aisles from other types of tea, including rooibos tea, green tea, as well as from herbal infusions. But in parallel, the price pressures on tea continue. In the UK, this has been fueled by supermarket price wars, as I think we heard earlier today, and also by the entry of retailers' own label tea into the market. Most people in the UK buy their tea from the supermarket, and just 4 companies control 3/4 of the grocery market. To give you a sense of prices, a rough average price for 80 tea bags is around something like £1.80 in the UK, which is 125 rupees. But in some supermarkets, you can buy value lines, so you can buy 80 tea bags for as little as 30 pence. That's just 20 rupees.
I'll just take a few minutes. I think, first of all, like to congratulate all the speakers. I think they have covered different areas very effectively. We're grateful to the insight we've got on the experiment, which a new company which is owned by the workers of a tea estate, which was doing well, and where there's been a change in management and maybe changes all across the board. They are into multifarious activities.
To Mr. Danson Nagumo. Thank you very much. And to Ms. Liz Dodd. Thank you very much. I now invite Mr. Peter Mathias, Chairman, UPASI Tea Committee and co-convener, IITC 2009 Organizing Committee, to please come on stage to present a memento to the Chairman. Thank you all. With that, we come to the end of